If your PC isn't optimized, if it looks like this, and it just feels, just a little bit incomplete, this video is for you. Because some of y'all are using your PC like it's a school computer. In this video, I'm going to show you 10 Windows apps I think every PC needs to have by default. Playnite. This app basically puts all your games into one launcher. Steam, Epic, and even, let's just say, not officially acquired games. Everything in one place. You can even import your emulated games too. So instead of opening your emulator, then finding the game, and launching it from there, you just click it once and done. It saves way more time than you think. And the customization, it's crazy. You can tweak it however you want. There's even a full screen mode with downloadable themes. You can literally make it look like a PS5 menu, which is actually kind of fire. As someone who plays a lot of games, I hate opening 5 different launchers just to fight one game. Playnite keeps everything organized, looks clean, and it's just nice to look at. Wallpaper Engine. If you ever wondered how people get those crazy animated wallpapers on their desktop, then I'm about to show you now. You can get Wallpaper Engine on Steam for around £4.29, so basically just £5. And honestly, if you don't have £5 to spend on something this cool, you might need to get your money up. Nah, I'm joking. Or am I? If you really don't want to spend anything, there's a free alternative called Lively Wallpaper. It works, it's decent, but let's be real, Wallpaper Engine is just the GOAT. It has a basically unlimited gallery, animated wallpapers, interactive ones, some with sound, custom effects, community add-ons. There's literally something for everyone. Now, performance-wise, it's actually not heavy at all. If you use the right settings. If your GPU is kinda bounced and you leave everything uncapped, yeah, it might start cooking your frames. So here's what you do. Go into the settings, turn on pause when other applications are maximized. That way, the second you open a game, it stops running, 0 wasted FPS. And please cap your wallpaper frame rate to 30 or 60 if you have a low-end PC. You do not need your desktop running at 144 FPS. It's just a wallpaper. Set it up properly and it won't touch your performance. EarTrumpet. Now hear me out. This is a small app, but it's way better than the Windows default volume mixer. And I'm not even exaggerating. With this, you can control every single sound source separately. For example, I have Spotify opened and my game opened at the same time and I cannot hear shit. So instead of going to each one separately, I can just lower the music if I want, like right now, or I can just lower the game if I want and listen to some music. Medal. Medal is basically just a clip forming app that allows you to clip your insane plays in a game. Holy shit. So for people who just like to clip their funny moments, or for people who are content creators like me, this is a very useful app because you can just set up a custom shortcut with a custom time duration, and there's even voice clipping, which I haven't tried yet, but let me know in the comments if some of y'all did. LocalSend. LocalSend is basically AirDrop for Windows. It lets you send files between your PC and your phone instantly. No cables, no emailing it to yourself, no cloud uploads, blah blah blah. You just need to install it on both devices, make sure they are on the same Wi-Fi, and send the file. Easy. HandBrake. HandBrake is just a small app that allows you to compress a video or change its format, resolution, bitrate, and much more. You can set it to compress your videos to get a smaller file size without losing much quality. This is useful because a lot of social media apps like TikTok likes to compress your videos a lot. It is also useful in those cases when you drag an MOV file or an MP3 file or just a file that isn't supported in Premiere Pro and you get that annoying pop-up. Yeah, we've all been there. You can just drag these files into HandBrake and you're good to go. If you're an editor like me, HandBrake is a must-have app. This app comes in clutch so many times. Wintoys. Wintoys in a nutshell is a simplified version of Task Manager, but actually useful, with a bunch of settings in one clean, simple interface. For performance, you can turn on the ultimate performance power plan with just one click. Also, you can check your PC specs, tweak background apps, you can manage all the apps in your PC, and you can also mess around with some nice tweak settings. At the health section, you can clean up some space in your storage, optimize your drivers, and check all the important system updates. Personally, my favorite one is the performance tab, where besides the power plan option, we have game modes, startup app configuration, and visual settings, and blah 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 so on. OBS. You have been living under a rock and you have no idea what OBS is. It's basically what everyone uses and their grandmother to record and stream everything. Like you can record your screen, your game, your mic, your camera all at the same time. You can set up scenes, sources, overlays, whatever you need really. It kinda looks complicated at first, but once you set it up, it's super easy to use and there are a bunch of tutorials out there to help you. If you're trying to record or stream on PC, OBS is kinda the go-to. Riva Tuner. Riva Tuner is an app that I use every single day. I genuinely can't play games without it. It lets you cap your FPS, so your games don't run like crap and your frame times aren't all over the place. You can also combine it with MSI Afterburner, which gives you a full benchmark overlay. For example, FPS, GPU usage, CPU usage, temperatures, and everything. And on top of all that, MSI Afterburner lets you overclock your GPU, so you can squeeze out more performance if you know what you're doing. For example, I'm in Silent Hill F right now, and as you can see, I have a solid 60 FPS and the frame time graph is so clean, you don't see any stutters. Basically, it's super smooth. But what happens if I uncap the frame rate from 60? Let's get Riva Tuner here. Let's find Silent Hill. Here it is. For example, I just uncap it to whatever, and oh my god, as you can see, the game isn't that smooth right now. And let's see if I just kept it in the video game itself. I just kept it to 60. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I just kept it to 60 in the game, but as you can see, still not smooth. Like, why do games have this? I have no idea. And especially for games that are like new and they are like using, oh my days, what the hell, guys. Holy shit, look at the stutter. Damn. Okay, let's cap it back. I can understand this. And look what happens when I cap it to 60. And while I'm in the game, I'm gonna uncap the frame rates because I don't like it in the game. So as you can see, it's a straight line. Can't see any like spikes. And I'm like moving around. Let's go outside. I mean, the game will have like Unreal Engine 5 stutters. That is just because of the engine, and it's because the game isn't that optimized. So I think if you like playing new games, especially Unreal Engine 5 games, but you don't want your game to feel like super stuttery and like not smooth, Riva Tuner literally does wonders. I mean, look how smooth everything is. Everything is a fast file search tool that replaces Windows search. It indexes your system in the background and it gives you instant results as you type. For example, if you're looking for a video clip, a project file, a game folder, or even just a random installer you downloaded months ago, you just type the name and it appears immediately. If you work with a lot of files or you just want to find things quickly, everything saves time every single day. And that's pretty much it, guys. I don't really have an outro plan, so make sure to subscribe